on, Black. Find your home.
We hit Black 11.
Hey, Black 11. That's the Dragon.
Welcome back to Water Hose Drinkers. Today we're here with Georgia Southern starting cornerback Chance Gamble. First off, Chance, we really appreciate you coming on the podcast.
I appreciate you for having me, man. It's an honor to be on here. And
Yeah,
get
so yeah, just us two today. No Cole. He had something come up. No big deal. But Chance, first off, good year last year at Georgia Southern, battled a few injuries here and there, but you still had a great season. But how's the off season been for you?
It's been really good. My main focus this offseason is just trying to grow into that leadership role. Last year was my first year at Georgia Southern, so I didn't want to step on too many toes. But this year, it's kind of like screw that, man. Like, let's go get this leadership role. Let's go put on a little bit of weight and get ready to roll coming into the fall.
Especially your last year in college too. I mean, you pretty much got to have that, I feel like effort mentality, especially at your position. You know what I mean?
Right. It's kind of like playing corner. It's just you're gonna give up some things, but you can't let it dwell on the rest of your game or the rest of your season.
Mhm.
Because I mean, it happens. There's good receivers out there, and they're gonna make plays. But at the end of the day, my job is to go out there and defend them and not let them catch a ball. So if I give something up, yeah, I feel it. Oh well, let's move on to the next play though.
Yeah, coming out of Fitzgerald, back in high school, you pretty much did it all. I mean, running back, receiver, punt return, kick return. Did you play a little quarterback as well?
My senior year, I played quarterback pretty much the whole season.
Yeah, so I mean, what was that like? I mean, you're pretty much a one-man show out there. I mean, I know Fitzgerald produces some talent, don't get me wrong, but I mean, you did a little bit of everything. How was that?
I mean, it was so much fun. My senior year was probably the most fun I've ever had playing football. Um, when I transferred to Fitzgerald my junior year, Coach Pruitt kind of told me that, you know, I was going to be the guy. And especially after my junior year when we really were kind of in trouble in the QB room, he was just like, listen, we're going to get the ball in our best players' hands. So we're going to try this out. And, it ended up working. And we went 14-0 and lost in the state championship. So it was a really good season. I had a lot of fun playing quarterback. And going into college, I thought I was going to be an offensive guy, like a receiver. That's what most schools were recruiting me for, and it just didn't work out that way. But hey, look where we are now, so can't complain.
Yeah, it don't matter now, but I mean, Coach Pruitt, legendary, state of Georgia high school football coach too. But where did you go before Fitzgerald? Did you go to Irwin or where were you at?
I've been everywhere. My dad's a coach, so I've bounced around from South Georgia, Middle Georgia, but I lived for 8 years in Irwin County and grew up in Osceola. So a lot of my buddies are from Osceola. And then I moved off for 3 years and went to Upson Lee up in Thomaston.
Mhm.
And then I came back down south to the rivals, Fitzgerald, the rivals of Irwin County. And that was a big ordeal at first. A lot of people didn't like that, but, you got to do what you got to do.
I mean, shoot, it all worked out. I mean, you didn't have much of a choice. It's not like it was your say where you went to school. So,
I'm just following wherever my dad goes. So,
yeah. So you got to play for your dad in high school?
yeah, I played
Well,
for him all 4 years.
how was that?
It was good. He was tough on me though. Like he kind of got me ready for how it is in college. Like he didn't really like a lot of people say daddy's ball and he's the coach's kid, but it was not that case for me. Like my dad was on me the hardest, and everybody knew that was on the team with me.
What position group was your dad offense, defense? What was he? Is he
He was
still coaching?
yeah he was our DC at Upton Lee and Fitzgerald, but his primary position was like linebackers to Upton Lee, and then I think at Fitzgerald he was D line. So he really didn't deal with me much,
Hmm.
but I mean he was the defense coordinator, so
Gotcha.
I was
Gotcha.
around him for sure.
So out of high school, you originally go to Kennesaw State. Coach Safford, was obviously at Kennesaw State with you. So, what was your recruiting process like going in to college?
Well, my senior year was the COVID year.
Mhm.
So, uh, my junior year before COVID hit, I was starting to get a lot of schools interested in me and reaching out to me, and then boom, COVID hit that March, and it kind of just went silent for a while. Like, I didn't get another offer for until the next fall, until the season started coming around and we started to get back on the field. But I was blessed enough to have a couple offers. I had at the end of it by December before I committed, I had maybe 10 offers from some small D1 schools. I had like some FBS schools like Army and Air Force, but nothing, nothing major. Had a couple places I could have went and walked on at. But the biggest thing for me going to Kennesaw was first it was close enough to home, but not too close to home. And then just like the tradition Kennesaw had at that time, they were a winning program, had been to the FCS playoffs a couple years in a row, and I wanted to go somewhere where I could make an immediate impact and also win. So that was my biggest
Yeah,
decision going there.
was Georgia Southern on your radar at all coming out of high school?
Not at all. And
That's
that's the thing. I wanted to come to Georgia Southern so bad out of high school, and I just didn't get any attention, any love.
that's crazy. I mean, it all worked out
It
too.
did.
But so you leave Kennesaw. Obviously, Coach Safford, left Kennesaw to come to Georgia Southern. Was he pretty big in, you kind of jumping in the portal and now coming to Georgia Southern?
Oh, 100%. Like, I mean, I've always wanted to play for Georgia Southern. A lot of people from my hometown are, Georgia Southern fans, Georgia Southern alumni. So it kind of runs deep in the South. But when Coach Stafford, I didn't know at first. Like he told me that he was leaving, and he's like, "You're coming with me," but I didn't know where it was.
Mhm.
And then I found out it was Georgia Southern, and I'm like, "All right, we got to get up out of here right now. Like, let's go." So yeah,
Yeah, I
it was
mean,
pretty easy decision once he got that job. I was like, "All right, I'm with it. Let's go."
yeah. Who didn't we somebody else in the defensive back room come with you as well?
Yeah, DeAndre Morris.
Gotcha, gotcha. I couldn't remember who it was.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, I mean, you good couple years at Kennesaw, and then you come to Georgia Southern, make an immediate impact. Got three or four interceptions this year.
three.
Three. Okay, I knew it was right there, but you break your hand too. Got one with the cast as well. Big one at Coastal too.
Yeah. It was a bit of a challenge. Like I started to hit that stride after, the Georgia State game where I'm, finally feeling comfortable. Like I'm
Mhm.
getting adjusted to a different level of ball, and my confidence level is just steadily growing each week. And then boom, the injury hits, and it's like, ah, damn, got to restart square one again, and come back. And it's hard to play corner with a cast. Like I don't know if anybody has ever done it, but like where you only got one hand trying to play corner, it's pretty tough. But I battled, did my part for the most part, and yeah, I ended up having a big pick in a coastal game. So I can
Yeah,
always tell people I caught a pick with a cast on.
you had one against Coastal, had one against Nevada, right?
No, I dropped one against Nevada.
Nevada. Okay,
Dropped
okay.
one. I had one against Ole Miss. Had one against Georgia State.
Gotcha. I'm trying to think. I don't know why I'm thinking you either had a pick against Nevada or a fumble recovery at the end of the game because Mars stripped one at the end of the game.
That was it.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, still turnover, you're recovering a fumble's big time, especially in that moment. But, you made some big plays. Talk about, just in the big time moments, it kind of seemed like you either kind of have a pass deflection, force an incomplete pass or an interception. Has the big moments just kind of came to you naturally, or is that just like, hey, I mean, players make plays?
Yeah, it's just. I think it's just like. When you're in the game and you get settled in, you don't really think too much. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
you think of the play call and all right, what do I got to do right here? And what if they motion here? Like that's what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking about all right, like I gotta catch a pick right here. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
kind of just trying to slow the game down and not think too much and just go out and play and have fun.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I mean, shoot, I forgot what I was going to say. Um, Sorry. But anyway, you know, people are not used to seeing a white cornerback on the field very much. So, I mean, I think you kind of bring I'm not saying you're shit talking a little bit, but I mean, you're not afraid to, back up what you're saying. You know what I mean?
Right.
Is that kind of been like, hey, you got a chip on your shoulder because nobody's really expecting a white DB to go out there and be the number one corner on a Division I football team?
Yeah, man. Like I tell folks a lot of times, like they're like CG, change your number, change your number. I was like, no, man. Like I want them to see a white dude out there wearing 31. Like I want them to see that, and I want them to come at me because I want to make a play. And I don't, I'm saying like it's me versus you. Like we both bleed the same. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
can play ball, I can run fast. Like I can do all those things you can do. Let's strap it up. Let's play. And I think that the thing that's really helped me with that confidence piece, it's just growing up as a coach's kid. Like, I've been around ball my whole life. My dad has bounced from school to school to school, so I got to meet all these different players, be a part of all these different programs, and it kind of just molded me into what I am now. I got to experience a lot of different people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And you went to, big public schools as well too. So,
Yeah.
31, is that number, like you said, was it just kind of a random number and you're just like, hey, like, let's do it, random number, let's go.
Yeah, so I actually hated 31. So that was the number I came in at Kennesaw wearing.
Mm.
And wore that for 2 years at Kennesaw. Had really good years those 2 years. I wore it. My freshman year I wore it. Ended up playing, having a pick in a playoff game, and then that sophomore year was kind of my breakout year. Had a pretty good season that year wearing it, and then I switched. I went to 3 for my last year at Kennesaw, and that's my number 3. I've always wore 3 in high school. And then when I transferred here, three's retired. That's like
Yeah.
holy ground. So
Yeah.
there ain't nobody touching that. So I was like, you know what? Give me 31. Like, let me rock 31. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to wear another number other than 3. So I was like, you know what? Just give me 31.
Why not 33? I mean, 31, you already wore it, so I mean, I get it, but you could have gone, double threes,
Double
but
threes. I thought about that. That's the only other number I really thought about, other than like, just another little single digit number. But I really wanted something that meant something to me. That you know, 10 years from now they can be like, all right, the white
yeah,
dude wearing 31.
but the number doesn't make the player. The player makes the number for sure.
100%. 100%.
There was two kids out of Irwin, maybe around your age that played at Kennesaw. Twins, Binyard twins, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So those are my best friends. Like we grew up together because, you know, when I grew up in Osceola,
Mm.
we were on travel ball teams, all star teams, everything together. So we played sports from 7 years old to all the way up till I left Kennesaw. And that was another big decision of me going to Kennesaw because they were already committed there, and I was really familiar with them, and we were really close. So that kind of helped me in that decision as well.
There was another DJ Lundy that went to Florida State too. I just remember just because my dad and we're good family friends with Thad Clayton. I know you know the Claytons, but I remember watching them in state championship games. I mean, DJ Lundy was a different human being in high school, honestly.
That team that they had DJ senior year with Gabe and Garland, they were juniors. That team was they could have won state single A through 4A. I believe it. Like we played them that year and we were pretty good. And I mean they just put it on us like bad. And that's when I knew I was like, all right. These guys are legit.
There's something in the water in that area that just loves to produce college football talent.
100%. Everybody down there is like eat, sleep, breathe football. I swear, it's crazy.
100%. But you know, at Georgia Southern, going back to that, what are you looking forward to the most this upcoming season?
I want to win a Sun Belt championship. Like that's the only thing on my mind. Sun Belt championship, CFP. Like let's
Mm.
go do it. Like we were so close last year, and the thing about it, like you think about it all the time, and what we could have done, but we didn't do. and that burns like when you think about it. And like this year, I think everybody it's I don't know, it's just a different feeling in the locker room this year. Like the guys are closer, like the chemistry's there, and the roster's there too. Like the roster's there. Like we just got to go do it. So that's the thing right now. We're just preaching like let's go do it. Like let's start hot. Let's not start cold. Let's
Yeah.
foot on the gas the whole time, pretty much.
Yeah, you were all Sunbelt second team last year as well. We were talking to Caleb Cook yesterday, and I think he got third team, and he talked about like it kind of pissed him off a little bit because I mean, you want to be that first team all Sunbelt so freaking bad. Just seeing the second team, obviously it's cool to have that honor, you know what I mean? But does that just kind of slightly piss you off a little bit that you're not first team?
It does for sure. You always want to go out there and be claimed the best. But at the end of the day, I don't really care about the accolades. I just want to win. So you can give me nothing, and we win 12 games, and I'm fine. Like let's do it. But yeah, I mean, it pisses you off for sure. But then again, you got to look back at it and be thankful for it because I did miss 4.5 games. So I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
didn't play much. Well, I mean, I played a lot, but I missed some critical games for sure that could have boosted that stat pad. But like I said, who cares? I just want to win. I want to win football games. Whatever I got to do. If they want me to go freaking hold the PAT, I'll go do that. Like whatever I got to do to win football games.
Yeah, I mean, you only played 10 games last year, but Georgia Southern website says you played 647 snaps too. 582 on defense, 65 on special teams. Obviously you got to fill that special teams role too. Is that something that you're still probably going to do this year?
Yeah, it's gonna be even more this year. Um, I played it last year, but I didn't. I kind of towards after the injury, I kind of just didn't play it as much.
Hmm.
But I've talked to Coach West before he left and everything, and he kind of told me that I needed to get out on special teams more to boost my draft stock up a little bit. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to get out there and play play punt, play gunner on punt, play corner on punt return, block for Josh so he can score touchdowns, and do whatever I can do.
Maybe not even get you back deep for kickoff,
I've
nothing.
been I've been I've been telling them to put me back there. Like they don't even know what I can do yet.
I mean, they just got to turn on the film. I
I'm
mean, just
telling
look in
you,
high
just go
school.
watch the high school film. It's
Yeah.
there.
That's what I'm saying. You can find it online. I feel sure that huddle's still out there for sure.
It's still out there.
But, besides Coach Safford, who was your biggest influence on probably on coming to Georgia Southern?
Coach Bailey. So Coach Bailey and my family kind of run through the same path a little bit.
Mhm.
He went to Westville. My dad went to Westville. They're kind of from that same area. So we knew Coach Bailey before I even came here. So that kind of helped. And then, just Big Horse, man. Like I don't think people realize how good of a coach Big Horse is. Like, and when you're at a different program, and no disrespect to any other coaches I played for, like by any means. Like I'm grateful for every coach I played for. Coach Bohannon at Kennesaw is a tremendous coach, but it's just different. Like the way he approaches things is just different. Like I've never been a part of something like that, so I didn't know until I got here. And I'm so thankful for that dude, man. He's amazing. He's one of the best in the game.
Do you think, for the staff as a whole, Georgia Southern kind of has a young-ish staff. Obviously, Coach Bailey is one of the youngest defensive coordinators in college football right now. Do you think having a younger staff kind of closer in age than, most people in college football are, do you think that helps you out a lot?
Yeah, for sure. I think that they can relate to us more, than some of the older guys who didn't play in our time. You know what I mean? Like if they played 30 years before us, how would they know how? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So especially guys like Coach Stafford, like he's been there, he's been at Georgia Southern. He's won big games at Georgia Southern, beat Florida. So he's been there, done that. So for me, following him is easy. You know what I mean? Like this dude's already been there and he's already done it. So why would I not listen to him and follow and listen to what he has to say?
100%. I mean, Coach Safford, I remember watching him growing up. He was he was legit in college. Like, I don't think people understand that really.
Yeah, he was a dog. Now, if you go turn that tape on, you'll see.
Yeah. I mean, he had a pick in the Florida game too.
Yeah,
But couple things. I got two more things before you get out of here. Coach Helton, big influence on everybody. Do you think that him kind of attaching to some of the players more so on a personal level as a coach has really kind of made Georgia Southern successful, or at least, on the uptick, since he's been there? Do you think that him relating to you guys more is really just kind of help y'all not only lock in during practice, but really listen to what he's saying when it's time for football? You know what I mean?
yeah, 100. Hold on, am I cutting out? You see me?
Yeah, I can see you. You're good.
Yeah, yeah, Coach Helen. I mean, like I tell guys all the time, like this year is the year that he's finally got his full roster in. Like this is year 4. This is all his now, and like being able to connect with your players on a personal level means so much to your players. Like I don't think a lot of people understand that. Like when you got a guy who comes in and doesn't speak to you and just thinks he's so big and better than everybody else, like it don't make you feel great as a player to play for a guy like that. But when you got a guy like Coach Helen that comes in, cares about how you feel and not just about how you play or how you perform, it means so much because you realize it's deeper than football. Like he loves you as a person and not just for what you do on the field.
That's awesome, man. Last thing I got for you, we talked about before the episode, Mount Rushmore of NFL cornerbacks. So I can go first if you want me to.
Yeah, you go first. Let me hear what you got.
I was kind of thinking about it like earlier today, like when I woke up. Um, Let me try to find this list that I've got. Okay, so I like to do an honorable mention 4-3-2-1 and go from there. This is tough though.
This is tough.
Tough.
This is tough. I feel like I'm gonna leave somebody out.
This is see what I kind of do is just like this is my personal favorite. This is no like who's truly the best, like whatever.
Right.
Like these are
All
just
right.
guys that I like.
Okay. All right. I can do
Maybe
that.
for you, like we were talking to JC about quarterbacks yesterday. Like JC really likes turning on Jared Goff film. Like Jared Goff might not be top five in some people's opinions, but like JC likes watching them. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So honorable mention. Oh, I'm kind of in between two right now. Number one, I mean, honorable mention. Sorry, I gotta go. I gotta go Night Train Lane. He's old school, cool name.
Right.
Gotta like it.
All right. I'm with
Number
it.
number four. Hold up. I think I'm missing somebody. But I don't know if he was a.
Should we go one at
Okay.
a time each? You
Yeah,
say
yeah,
yours.
yeah. We can go one. Why
All
don't
right.
you want to do corners or strictly D backs, or you just
I
want
want to go. I want to go corners.
to? Okay, okay,
I'm a
yeah.
corner guy, so I'm gonna go corners.
All
All
right,
right. For my honorable mention. All right. This is not my top 5. This is who I like. All right.
yeah,
I'm gonna go Sauce Gardner for my honorable mention.
okay, yeah. Hey, look, I tell you what, I am actually a Jets fan, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So Sauce, I love Sauce, but the Jets.
Yeah.
He,
They're not great.
poor guy, poor guy. Four, I've got to go Richard Sherman.
All right, that's a great pool. That's a great pool. I'm
You
going to use
can say him
Richard, but I'm
too.
gonna I'm gonna
You
use
can,
Richard a little bit higher on my list.
okay, okay.
All right, 4 for me. I'm gonna go Jair Alexander.
All right, all right. Three, I've got my 3-2-1's really, really set, honestly.
Okay,
Three, I've got Champ Bailey.
Cam Bailey. All right,
Who you got at three?
3 for me. Um, let's go Patrick Peterson.
Okay, okay, yeah. Two, Dion.
All right, 2. I'm going Richard Sherman. 1. I'm going Dion.
My number one, just strictly Jets fan. The reason why I like the Jets, number one, Darrelle Revis.
Okay. All right. It's I don't see how you can't put Dion at one, but
I mean, fair, fair. The sole reason why I put Darrelle Revis at one is because I got a chance to watch Darrelle Revis actually play.
okay, so you saw it
D
live action.
yes, Dion should be number one. There's no question about that. He is the best corner of all time. But Darrelle Revis, like my childhood, you know what I'm saying? Like I like playing like corner like in youth football, but like, Darrelle Revis was, he was my guy.
Right.
I had a big fat head of him on my wall growing up.
Oh yeah. So you're a big time fan then.
Got to, got to. But all right, man, that's all we got. Chance, I really appreciate you coming on, praying for all y'all to stay healthy, this season and, go get you a freaking conference championship, man. And hopefully get to the CFP and see what happens.
Let's do it, man. I'm so excited for this year. It's gonna be a good year. I appreciate you having me on here, man.
Yeah, man. Hail Southern.
Hail down Southern.
Yeah.